Now that LBAVS is configured and working against the SDDC run command APIs, let's configure all the networking so that we can connect the SDDC environment over the express route to the Lightbits cluster. In order to do this, I need to tag my new VM kernel adapters that I created with the external storage command. To do this, I type in lbavs network tag, and then I give it -e, and then I take the ESXi host name, and then -n, and I'm going to give the name of the VM kernel adapter, in this case VMK5. Once I press enter, it's going to go through the process of executing some run commands, and as you can see in the SDDC, it's a set NVMe TCP run command. If I refresh my vCenter a few times, eventually you'll see that VMK5 is tagged with NVMe over TCP as an enabled service. I'm then going to repeat this process for VMK6, and then I'm going to repeat that process with the rest of the ESXi hosts. Let's fast forward through this process. As you can see, I'm repeating the same process on the rest of the ESXi hosts with both new VMK adapters. The next big thing we're going to do is create the storage adapters for the NVMe TCP connectivity. I'm going to be creating 2 storage adapters per ESXi host. And to create these storage adapters, I'm going to be running lbavs network create. I'm going to give it -e, and again, I'm going to give the host name or the FQDN of the ESXi host. And then for the -n, I'm going to give the physical adapter name that's on the TNT DVS network, which should be VMNIC1 and VMNIC2. Start with VMNIC1, and as I run this lbavs command, what we'll see is in the AVS SDDC run commands, as well as the previous commands we've run, we should see new NVMe TCP adapter as an execution. This one's a quick one. If we navigate back to storage adapters, give the page a little refresh, we'll be able to see VMHBA65 or a similar number with NVMe TCP over TCP storage adapter. Let's repeat this process with VMNIC2. And then we're going to repeat this entire process with the other 2 ESXi hosts until I have 2 storage adapters per host. Again, I'm going to speed up the process of enabling or creating the storage adapters on the rest of the ESXi hosts for both the physical NICs. And once that's complete, what we need to do is connect the Lightbits cluster to the AVS SDDC. To do this, we use the lbavs space network space connect, and then we give the cluster name under -v. And when I run that command, you'll see that currently there are no controllers connected to the storage adapters. But by running this lbavs command, what we're doing is we're going through each of these storage adapters and we're connecting the storage adapters to each of the Lightbits targets within the managed application cluster. So if we have 3 targets, 3 VMs within that Lightbits cluster, each storage adapter for NVMe over TCP will connect to each of the 3 Lightbits targets. And that's what's going to happen here. You can see my first controller has already appeared with the subsystem NQN and some relevant information, including the Lightbits version that's installed. And as I speed this clip up, eventually we'll see that all of the storage adapters will be connected to all of the Lightbits targets.